Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Chanticleers offense will get the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's O'Brien. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go, and makes the grab in the end.
Between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice.
Be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And this defense is bringing the...
Dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you?
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Trying to pound it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On target to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Discards a man. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this
Brings it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Let's go! He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. A hit. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1... And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
Into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get to him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The pocket starts to collapse. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open, a nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Extending the play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Chanticleers get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they've got on second down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Troy, Alabama, and a lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Trojans offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around. And now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hodges. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their... Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Showing the arm strength to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to throw. It's Witherspoon. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. With jet sweep pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
And that's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tigers will kick this away to start us off. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. So Oregon's offense will have the football first here. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I talk quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face.
And they chase him down outside the pocket.
You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Bringing it back, it's O'Brien. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Lets it go quickly. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history as a running back spot.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And they tackle him for a huge loss. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. And it's caught inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Here's the option play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
4th down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's O'Brien. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So
he's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And they're trying to punch it in here. He'll get into the end zone. The 2-point try draws them within 8 points, a 1-score game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock. But all
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Going to try to use his legs here. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to...
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, great chance at an interception. Could not hold on in the end zone. Will set up a 3rd down call. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Launching downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And
Menu narration option is set to off.
comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll run it to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And the Ducks will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Fires it to the wideout. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. This time it's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. That completion sets up an important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job.
Well, it was an entertaining game, Kirk. We enjoyed calling it, but it's got to sting to fall short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move on. It's the coach's job to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the NC State Wolfpack taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Clemson Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will be easy. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Frost. Now improvising. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. They're working that left side. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Thompson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's O'Brien. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line.
Looking for a deep man. Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin? Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Feeling some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking left. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's crossed. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Fires left. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Frost. He's moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's O'Brien. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.